Hello, BookTube. I'm back with another video for a film. And this week it is The African Queen, 1951 film, directed by John Huston, with Humphrey Bogart and Katherine Hepburn. And the screenplay was based on a C.S. Lewis's African Queen novel, which is a very good novel. And the screenplay was adapted for the screen by James Agee and John Huston. And it starred, Humphrey Bogart, Katherine Hepburn, Robert Morley as Reverend Samuel Sayer. And this is the special edition box, or the limited edition. It's got the hard case for Eureka with spine number 218. It's a Blu-ray. And they have put it out since then, but without there might be a small booklet, but not a 60-page booklet like this that has essays. It's got an article from the Picture Goer in 1952, and from a veteran magazine called African Adventure 2003, interview with John Huston by Carl Rice, Sight and Sound in 1952, extracts from The Making of the African Queen by Katherine Hepburn in 1987. She put out a book that is specific. I think it was with Humphrey Bogart, John Huston in Africa, or something like that was part of the main title. And Peter Vertel in Memoriam by Michael Sedgegraber, 2019. Artwork and viewing notes and credits and so forth. So it's a nice edition. I do like the Eureka editions, the Masters of Cinema, for their extras. And it doesn't end there. It says this was a 4K restoration by ITV and Paramount Pictures. Let's see here. We got audio commentary by cinematographer Jack Cardiff, this is a very good commentary. Embracing Chaos, a documentary, The Making of the African Queen, a comprehensive documentary about the making of the film. A video interview with co-screenwriter Peter Vertel, Vertel, author of White Hunter, Black Heart, by filmmaker Schlesinger. Audio recording of an onstage National Film Theater discussion about the film with Angelica Huston, that's John Huston's daughter, and script supervisor Angela Allen from 2010. And Angela Allen was on location too when they went to Africa. Audio recording of the Guardian interview with John Huston at the National Film Theater in 1981, discussing his work and career. New video interview with critic Kim Newman. He shows up everywhere, and sometimes he's just lukewarm, like a wet blanket at times, but he can be interesting. New video interview with historian Neil Sinyard. A very short interview, I think. Lux Radio Theater adaptation from 1952 with Humphrey Bogart and Greer Garson. Original theatrical trailer, and then saying the limited booklet. So it's set basically in Africa during the basically Lake Victoria area, and it's Humphrey Bogart is a little steamboat captain who ferries the mail up and down a river, and he stops at this mission that's run by Katherine Hepburn and her brother, and the German, like the First World War starts, so it's they're in sort of German German East Africa, and her brother dies, and Humphrey Bogart comes and sort of rescues Rose, which is Katherine Hepburn. And Rose wants to strike a blow against the Germans for the British. Humphrey Bogart's playing a Cockney. so that's a bit fun, just in of itself. So they devised this plan to take out a ship on the lake. It's supposed to be, I think, Lake Victoria, but I'm not sure if it's actually mentioned. I can't remember if it is Lake Victoria. It's a gunboat. Yeah, I can't remember now, so it might not be, but I think it's supposed to be Lake Victoria. And so yeah, and that's the story, and they fall in love during this journey, down the river. Uh, and it's a fabulous film, fabulously photographed, and they were on location in Africa for a lot of it. There are scenes that were done in the studio, and you could tell those because the lighting's different and it does look stagey. But even so, it's a fabulous film. The dialogue is great. I think the adaptation is really well done. James Agee was a very good adapter for the screen. He didn't really get enough credit, I think, for that. His Night of the Hunter is just fabulous, but also too, like, he worked in collaboration, like with John Huston and the Peter Vertel as well, and with the Night of the Hunter, he worked with Charles Lawton. So, but for a large part, it was him. So, very good film, and that is my Blu-ray for this week. Masters of Cinema's The African Queen, 1951, and spine number 218. See you next time, BookTube.